Okay, this is a poem, and I guess it relates to some event I had last year. I think some of you guys heard this poem, but there's a lot of new faces, so I'm gonna do it again. It's a poem when I was hiking a mountain, and it's not about going up. It was about going down, and it was like late at night, and everything was going down for me literally, and. So I'm gonna start off with a verse. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and beginning to sink, cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" And so that's like in Matthew 14. All right, so here's a poem. Last October, I trekked the tallest mountain of my life. It was called Mount Whitney, and it was around 14,000 feet. It was a very long and strenuous journey, which lasted about 16 hours. Fear bestowed me. It was getting dark, and it was in a remote location. All I could think of is all my failures in life. My mind was lost. Maybe it was because of the lack of oxygen. I wanted to quit now. I am doubting you. Towards the last leg of our journey, while hiking down towards the campsite, I started noticing the reflection of the moon upon the lake. It was far from our distance, which made the lake appear smaller than actual. I was hypnotized by the moon's beauty. It was a full moon, and it overshined the surrounding stars. I remember the night being quiet as we hiked back down, closer to our destination. That night lit up the skies, piercing its way around the light mist that clouded my soul. That night touched me in such a way, only God was my witness. I was tired, but determined to get back down, away from all that clouded my life. All the struggles and tribulations that slowed me down with you, God. All the failures that I endured before. All that made me guilty. All the forgive me this, forgive me that. All the sins that grasped me like a snake, restricting me from my destination. Nah. See, strength with you, God, kept me going. And that made me feel safe. In the darkness of it all, your light from the moon shone bright, reflecting itself from the lake, making me feel small, making you feel large. You were my sight, my guide, my determination. I was hypnotized by the moon's beauty. It was a full moon, and it overshined the surrounding stars. I remember the night being quiet as we hiked back down, closer to our destination. And I realized then how small we humans are compared to the vastness of life. All that was about me doesn't matter anymore. What a beautiful life it is. This reflection I am witnessing, a reflection of you. That's when I saw my goal. I crossed the finish, while the cross crossed my mind. I looked back up at the mighty mountain that I left behind, and I left behind a dead soul. With you, God, I was alive again. Through the struggle of it all, I discovered something about myself. Through strength and determination, I did not doubt you. Through the dark night that surrounds me always, I did not fear. Through the mist that blinded me from my path, through my past failures and the guilt that was a result, through all of that in the darkness of nights, in a place that was lonely to the soul, I discovered that at the end of the path, I found through you peace.